Brownfield commodity market reporter John Perkins, the closing market minute for Thursday, May 8th. Soybeans were mixed for much of the session, but did close higher, supported by higher moves in soybean, crude, and palm oils on demand expectations and oversold signals. Also feeling maybe a little bit optimistic ahead of scheduled trade talks between the United States and China this weekend. Still, it remains to be seen just how much progress can be made in this short round of negotiations. Beans are also watching the U.S. planting pace and harvest activity in Argentina. Corn ended the session lower, expecting some pretty solid U.S. planting progress over the next several days. Now, there are some areas of rainfall, but that's broadly being viewed as a positive as it will recharge soil moisture out of a warmer, drier weather pattern in parts of the Midwest and Plains. Corn did see some limited support from export sales announced this morning to unknown destinations and Mexico. And wheat was lower, pressured by the higher dollar during the session, along with the recent rainfall in parts of the southwestern U.S. plains and the forecasted rainfall in some dry parts of Ukraine. Still, the trade is keeping an eye on ongoing dry conditions in portions of the North China plains. Live and feeder cattle were higher, supported by the higher midday move in box beef and the general direct cash business strength we've seen this week. Thursday's trade was mostly on the dress basis, up $6 from a week ago. That followed the $1 to $2 higher trade on the live basis earlier in the week. And hogs ended the session mixed, adjusting spreads with some ongoing questions about sustained domestic and export demand. Also waiting to see what happens with the China trade negotiations this upcoming weekend. China's been absent from the U.S. pork market for 5 weeks in a row. With the closing market minute for Thursday, May 8th, I'm Brownfield commodity market reporter John Perkins.